I want you to take a deep breath, focus your heart, and recognize the tremendous privilege that lies in your ability to speak words of divine power. Prayer is not just a ritual. It's your personal connection to the Creator, and it holds the key to unlocking the greatness in your life. When you declare God's word, you're not just saying empty words, you're activating a force that has the power to move mountains. Embracing the power of prayer involves recognizing that it is not simply a way to ask for things or to seek comfort. It is an opportunity to connect with the very essence of God's truth. Prayer has the capacity to change the atmosphere around you and stir your heart in profound ways. It is the conduit through which you align yourself with God's will, actively inviting His presence and power into your life. When you embrace the power of prayer, you step into a space where divine intervention is not only possible but expected. Prayer is your declaration of dependence on God and your acknowledgement that His truth reigns supreme over every aspect of your life. When you pray, you are doing more than simply speaking words. You are participating in a sacred dialogue with the Creator of the universe. It is in these moments that you can remind yourself of God's promises, reaffirm your trust in His sovereignty, and declare His word over your circumstances. By embracing the power of prayer, you are taking the step of faith to believe that the words you speak align with His will, and through them you invite God's perfect plan to unfold in your life. Prayer empowers you to take control of your spiritual journey, transforming your perspective and activating faith in ways that words alone cannot. It allows you to break free from fear, doubt, and confusion, and opens your heart to the peace and clarity that comes from knowing that God is with you every step of the way. Prayer is not just about asking for help, but also about acknowledging that God's word holds the power to shape your life. As you embrace prayer, you also embrace the possibility of miracles, breakthroughs, and answers to your deepest needs. It is in prayer that you declare your trust in the unseen, knowing that what you speak in faith has the power to manifest in your life. Through prayer, you are reminded that you are not alone. God's word is a living force that goes to work on your behalf, bringing transformation to your circumstances. The more you embrace the power of prayer, the more you open yourself up to the infinite possibilities that exist when God's truth takes center stage in your life. When you speak God's word, you are not just uttering phrases, you are activating a deep and powerful faith within you. Speaking God's word is an act of belief that moves beyond mere thought or internal conviction. It is the verbal manifestation of your trust in God's promises. Faith is not passive, it requires action, and declaring God's truth out loud is one of the most impactful actions you can take. By speaking His word, you acknowledge that His promises are more than just words on a page. They are living and active forces capable of transforming your life. Every time you speak God's word, you remind yourself of the strength, peace, and provision He offers. It's easy to get caught up in the noise of daily life, but when you declare His promises, you are refocusing your heart and mind on what is eternal. Speaking God's word allows His truth to replace the noise of doubt, fear, and negativity. It is in these moments that you consciously invite His power to work in you and through you. By declaring His truth, you activate faith, allowing it to grow stronger as you speak it into your life. Words are incredibly powerful. The Bible teaches that life and death are in the power of the tongue, and the words we speak shape our reality. When you speak God's word, you are choosing life. You are speaking a reality that reflects God's will for your life, one of hope, strength, and prosperity. Every declaration is like a seed planted in the soil of your spirit. Over time, those words take root, grow, and begin to produce fruit in your life. As you declare God's word, you are essentially calling into being what He has already spoken over you. You are partnering with His truth to manifest the things He has promised. It's important to remember that speaking God's word is not about speaking empty affirmations or trying to control your environment. It is about aligning your words with God's will, knowing that His word has the authority to shift the atmosphere. Each time you declare God's truth, you are aligning yourself with the divine purposes He has set for your life, and in doing so you allow His power to move in ways you may not yet understand but will certainly witness. The act of speaking His word is both an expression of faith and a pathway to seeing His promises come to fruition. When you declare God's truth over your life, something powerful happens. It's not just a momentary act, it is a declaration of victory, a proclamation that the battles are already won because God's word has spoken life into your circumstances. In declaring His truth, you are not waiting for change to happen, you are initiating it. God's word has the ability to alter the course of your day, your week, your year, and your life. When you speak it with faith, you create an atmosphere of victory, paving the way for breakthrough in ways you cannot always see, but will surely experience. Victory isn't just about the outcome, it's about the process, the confidence you carry as you walk through the challenges of life, knowing that God's word is your guide. By declaring His truth, you are tapping into His power and strength, trusting that His word will not return void. It is a powerful reminder that the struggles you face are not permanent, they are temporary. God has already equipped you for victory, and His word acts as the anchor that keeps you grounded in the midst of the storm. In declaring God's word, you align yourself with His will and invite His intervention into your circumstances. Whether you are dealing with financial issues, health concerns, or relational struggles, speaking His word invites His divine provision, healing, and reconciliation into your life. This declaration of victory becomes your shield, protecting you from doubt and fear, reminding you that no situation is too big for God to handle. You are no longer defined by the challenges you face, but by the truth of God's word and the victory it guarantees. Victory through declaration is not just a one-time event. It's an ongoing process of reaffirming God's promises, speaking them over your life consistently and relentlessly. Each declaration is an act of faith, a reminder that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. It is a weapon of warfare, not against flesh and blood, but against the forces that try to silence your faith and weaken your resolve. When you declare God's word, you take an active role in your own victory. You no longer wait for the world to change, you change the world around you with the power of God's truth. Remember, God's word is living and active. It is not confined to the pages of the Bible, it is a living force that works in and through you. By declaring it, you unleash its power into every situation you face. Each declaration builds on the last, bringing you closer to the manifestation of the victory you are standing for. It is not just about wishing for things to improve, but about actively speaking victory into existence, knowing that God's word will always bring forth the change you are believing for. Doubt is one of the most powerful tools the enemy uses to undermine our faith. It creeps in quietly, often disguised as questions or fears about what's to come. But one of the most effective ways to overcome doubt is through the power of declaration. When you speak God's word with confidence, you are actively silencing the voice of doubt and replacing it with the truth of His promises. The more you declare God's word, the more you build your faith and confidence in His ability to come through for you. Speaking with confidence in God's word is not about pretending that everything is perfect or that you don't have struggles. It's about acknowledging that, in spite of the challenges you face, God's word is greater. When you declare His promises over your life, you are choosing to believe in the unseen and trusting in His timing and sovereignty. You are telling doubt that it has no place in your life because you know the truth God's word is unshakable and true. Confidence in declaring God's word doesn't come from your own strength or ability, it comes from knowing that God's promises are greater than any obstacle. It's rooted in the understanding that His word has the power to break through the hardest of situations. No matter how deep the doubt, declaring God's truth creates a shield around you that keeps fear at bay. You begin to speak with authority, not because of who you are, but because of the power of the word you are declaring. You no longer allow doubt to dictate your actions or thoughts, because you understand that when you speak God's word, you are aligning yourself with the Creator of the universe. This confidence is essential for overcoming doubt, but it also fuels perseverance. When you declare God's word over your life, you are declaring that you will not be moved by temporary setbacks or the opinions of others. You will stand firm in your belief that God's plan for you is good, that His timing is perfect, and that His power is greater than anything you face. This is the confidence that drives you forward, even in the midst of uncertainty, because you know the victory is already secured in Him. As you continue to declare God's word, you will find that doubt loses its grip on you. With every declaration, you strengthen your faith and silence the voices of fear and uncertainty. You are not just fighting to survive, you are declaring that you will thrive, knowing that the truth of God's word will always prevail. In the face of doubt, speak louder, because with each declaration you build a foundation of confidence that cannot be shaken. In conclusion, the power of declaring God's word over your life cannot be overstated. Prayer is not just a way to ask for what you need, it is a dynamic declaration of faith that activates the promises of God in your life. Through speaking His word, you align yourself with His purpose, tap into His strength, and invite His presence to transform your circumstances. As you boldly declare His truth, you are not just waiting for change, you are ushering it in. The more you speak His word, the stronger your faith becomes, and the more confident you become in His ability to fulfill His promises. Victory comes through the boldness of declaration. Every word spoken in faith opens the door for God's power to move in your life, bringing breakthrough and transformation in ways you may not yet see but will surely experience. Overcoming doubt comes from the unshakable confidence that God's word is true and that His plan for you is good. With each declaration, you reinforce your faith, silence fear, and strengthen your resolve to press on, knowing that you are aligned with the Creator of the universe. So, speak with faith. Speak with confidence. Speak God's word over your life, over your circumstances, and over your future. As you do, remember that His word is not just a collection of ancient verses, it is alive, active, and ready to transform every part of your life. Declare His promises, and watch as they begin to manifest, bringing His victory into your life in ways beyond what you could ask or imagine. God's word is your declaration of victory, and it is the foundation on which you stand. Keep declaring it, and victory will follow.